What do you do when life feels meaningless? Søren Kierkegaard and Jean-Paul Sartre both grappled with this question. Their answer? You create meaning through action. Guts stares into the abyss, but he never lets it consume him. He does not need destiny, gods, or grand purpose. He fights because he chooses to. That is his meaning. You don't need permission to exist. You don't need fate to give you a purpose. You are the one who decides what your life will mean. Stand up, take action, and carve your own path through the darkness.
Know that there's a way to actually reach your full potential and become successful in a short period of time. Hi, my name is Jesse. Welcome back to the channel. We improve men's health, we improve men's wealth, and we improve men's self-being. And in today's topic, we're going to be talking about how you can actually reach your potential and actually become successful without listening to a lot of the noise out there that is telling you to, become successful financially and then, chase after women, get sports cars. Even though those things are great, they're not fulfilling over time. And the reason why is because you're actually trying to chase after an empty void. So there's an actual way to become successful. Success means you are happy with yourself. You're happy with your accomplishment. You're happy with your gift to the world. And it's not so much to be somebody that is driving around in a sports car, having a lot of money in your bank account, being in Dubai in some loft or anything like that. And even though those things are really nice, those things will not make you happy over time because you have to account for the bills and expenses for that lifestyle. And looking at the bills and expenses for that lifestyle alone will bring you down because the higher your cost is, the more money you have to actually put out. That's why minimalism and being a minimalist is more ideal for the man. So how do you actually become successful but still make a lot of money and still reach your goals, whatever that may be, whether that's getting a fulfilling relationship, becoming the man of physical essence, so having your physical form in place and actually having a sound mind? There is a way to become successful, and it's not reading books, because in this day and age we don't have time to read books. Okay, there's so many books that you could read. However, taking the time to read books is time consuming. And even though I do read books myself, I highly recommend not spending all your time reading books, right? What you really need to do is you need to put things in action and actually fulfill the things that you say that you're going to do, all right? So let's say that you want to become a specific body weight and you want to gain a specific muscle mass, or let's say you want to get over an addiction or a bad habit, or let's say you want to have a specific number of money in your bank account every single week or month, and you want to reach that goal. Now, the only way you can actually reach success is by accomplishing the goal that you have in mind. We all have priorities, right? You have a priority. You probably want to reach something specifically. You have one priority that you want to reach. Now, happiness is accomplishing that priority and fulfilling that need. So if you, let's say, want to, attract a woman, or you want to have a relationship with a specific type of woman, and you want to get to that goal. Now, if you actually reach that particular goal, you, in definition, will be successful, because success is different for everybody. It's not, one set thing where you see people, in private jets online and you see people driving around in Lamborghinis. That's not the definition of success. Success could be as the smallest thing. It can be something as, as small as having your own nice apartment, or having a nicer apartment, or even having a house, or having a great relationship, or having a business or your ideal career that is actually functioning and working properly. Or it could be reaching your, potential in terms of your body goal. So there are ways to actually become successful if you learn how to incorporate these three methodologies. So number one is writing down your goal is very, very important. Making a journal of the things that you are doing and writing down your goals on a daily basis are key to success. But you don't actually have to have a journal. You can have a calendar on your wall, and you can mark down an X on the thing that you're working towards. So let's say you are going to the gym and you want to become a specific size. So if you are going to the gym, mark 1X on your calendar. Another way you can do it is to actually journal either on your phone or take note of things in a piece of paper, which is what I recommend, and continue to write down as if you already are in the present tense. This is something that Michael Jackson himself actually practiced, where he was actually manifesting himself as, the best artist in the world. He kept writing down, I am, a genius artist. I am the master of creation, and things like that. And Muhammad Ali also did this as well. As you can see, here's a clip of that.
I'm a brain fighter. I'm scientific. I'm artistic. I plan my strategy. He's a bull. I'm the matador. He's scared to death. He's scared to death. He wish he could get out of the whole thing. He wish he could get out of the whole thing. You can look at him. The man is right. He's meeting his master, his teacher, his idol. Right. So, when I talk at work, I'm in shape.
So now that you understand that becoming successful is very important in terms of, being the man that you want to be, you should actually focus on keeping track of your accomplishments and keeping track of your journey. And that's the definition of success. It's not actually reaching the end goal, because if you look at a video game, you reach the end of the video game and there's nothing really much to do. Imagine you got your Lamborghini or your Porsche or whatever sports car you got, and you got the woman that you wanted. There's nothing left for you to chase. The reality of success is not the end goal. It's the journey on to your goal or your potential. And that's when you actually activate your potential, because you become competitive. You become a person that wants to become that person that you want, right? You're generating that potential within you. You're actually activating your potential by chasing the dream. Because at the end of the day, when you accomplish the thing that you want, which you will, it's not about actually getting to the goal per se, but it's more so being the man or, the person that you want to become over that period of time. And that's the definition of success. It's really just enjoying the journey and getting to the accomplishment, but keeping record of the thing that you want. So number two is actually focusing on the thing that you want, right? You don't want to be scattered brain over it. You don't want to have like 20 different goals. Number two is focusing on the thing that you want, the one that is the most important thing over a period of time. And if you focus on that thing, you have a higher chance of putting more energy into it, right? So focusing on that one thing is very important. Number three, in the final step, is actually having a set of goals after that. Because once you do accomplish your goal, there's going to be other goals that you want to fill. So think of it like a pie chart where you are filling in specific pieces of yourself, and you have to, fill in the air in each specific part of a tire. And once you fill in the air of each specific tire, or the air in each specific spot of a tire, the tire becomes full, and you have something that you can roll, right? A tire, a wheel, right? A full tire full of air. So think of it like that. When you have 5 or 10 goals in mind, you don't just stop at the one goal. You write down 5 or 10 goals on a piece of paper, and you want to focus on that for a specific duration of months. That could be 12 months, that could be 6 months, that could be 3 months. But you want to focus on that over a specific period of time in order to actually reach your goal, right? And you're going to reach more goals over time, and continue to add more goals to your list, so you are fulfilled over time. Because the truth is, multimillionaires, billionaires are not happy. A lot of them are not happy with having the money that they have, because they already accomplished everything that they want, but they still face a lot of trouble. The real success and the real way of, tapping into your potential is actually realizing that, there is going to be more to accomplish over time, and it keeps you busy, it keeps you fulfilled, and you actually feel successful, rather than getting to one point and then retiring. That is not success, because you get bored, and boredom leads to falling apart, where you become lazy, you stop chasing your dreams, you stop going to the gym, and when you're lazy, you start to deteriorate. You go downhill, and then you end up losing a lot of the stuff that you have. And you could look at a lot of billionaires. There's some, multimillionaires that are not happy, and they, fall apart over time. So the real fulfillment is actually continuously chasing over the goal. So with that said, I hope you got some value from this video. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, leave a comment below. What is your definition of success? Everybody has a different definition of success, and I believe that your definition of success is different from my definition of success. So just keep that in mind next time you see an influencer online, boasting and bragging about their car or their home, or, their private jet, because that isn't the definition of success or real success, because we all have a different goal in mind, right? So I hope you got some value from this video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Take care.